So why in the world are you so tired? What is this energy drain in your life? Having lived for a while and having gone through a lot of challenging things, I know that educating children, especially at home, can be exhausting. One of the things all my friends who have kids in schools appreciate is the break. They're usually looking forward to the end of the summer. They're looking forward to the end of spring break because they're exhausted. Now, some of that's honestly, it's just organizational. Because if we don't set up the house as a really good system, we can't exhaust ourselves. If we do everything for our kids, we can exhaust ourselves. If mealtime is a deli and you're taking different orders for all the kids instead of them all learning to eat the same thing together, um, exhausting. But there are really two things I want to share with you about exhaustion. Look, my name is Fred Lybrand. I have homeschooled my 5 kids from birth to college. I've taught in college and high school. I have several earned degrees, and there's been a lot of energy in my life, staying motivated, staying focused. And I'm going to share with you that the issue is simply twofold. There are two reasons you're drained energy wise. The first reason is the most obvious, and that is you can be drained and exhausted because you're not resting. And resting means you have to stop and watch this. Do nothing. Okay? So you're doing nothing. You want to stop and do nothing. Now, I don't know what nothing means for you, but for the most part, it's nothing. That's what rest is. And if you don't include this in your system some way, it's quite a problem. Folks I know up in Canada who coach entrepreneurs found out some years ago that if they get entrepreneurs to take an entire 24-hour period off, then the more they did that off from work, not thinking about it at all, phone shut off, etc., go on a trip, go somewhere else, nothing, doesn't matter, something, not work. They found that the more of those days they added, the more money they made, the better ideas they had. And you'd think it'd be the other way around, that if you made money, you could take days off. But what they found is the days off led to making more money. Well, you as a mom or dad, in your work, in your life, and especially in the homeschooling, if you don't take a break, if the kids don't get a break, if you don't get a break, if you don't take breaks, then you'll get drained, you'll get exhausted. Even the brain needs switching of subjects at least because it just gets tired, it gets fatigued. And so you can get fatigued because you never stop. For whatever reason, you're compelled to constantly be doing. You've got to stop. If you're the kind of person cleans the house during the commercials when watching Hoarders, you're going to have a problem, okay? So learning to stop and rest is rejuvenating. It's probably, in principle, why we could say the Bible's pretty clear about a Sabbath, a day of rest. There's some powerful dynamic in human beings. So that's one reason you're drained. The other reason you're drained is that you're actually, I'm trying to read this great note here that I wrote. One is no rest, and the other is that you are resting too much. I mean, you can be so drained, you can become lethargic. You can become bedridden. I've known this in my life with individuals. Sometimes sickness or something else is in play, but you literally can become so lethargic and so used to not doing anything that the system starts getting you to basically be lazy. And that gets cured by engagement. That gets cured by finding things that interest you and putting a deadline on it, putting a target, that you a finish line where you want to learn this thing or do this thing or accomplish this thing. Honestly, right now you could get up and put a timer on, and I'd say 15, but I don't mean 15. I'm talking 5 minutes. Put a 5-minute timer on and just say, I'm going to straighten this room around me, and for 5 minutes. And you'll find you'll have more energy. Part of the energy drain can be we're not rested, but the other side is that we're too rested, not engaged. So I hope that helps.